Hey guys, my light is kind of possessed right now. It's cutting on and off whenever it wants. Eventually it'll get fixed. Today is not that day. So I kind of wanted to give you guys some tips on how to deal with homesickness and how to deal with that new beginning feeling. So first off, at nighttime, that's when you feel the absolute saddest. So I recommend giving yourself a solid hour or two before you go to bed, technology free. It'll keep you from seeing anything that could potentially upset you. It'll keep you from scrolling and seeing old memories. I mean, the reasons are endless. I know that's a tough one, but trust me when I say that it'll help, I'm telling you. The next thing, surround yourself with friends. I know that sometimes when you get really upset, you kind of want to shelter yourself away, you just lay in bed all day, and people are like, hey, come to the dining hall with me, and you're just like, nah fam, I'm just gonna sit here and starve because I'd rather do that than go out and be social. But it gets like that, and I totally understand. Those are the times when you have to fight back and be like, I know I'll feel better once I get out. It's tough. The next thing, keep your room clean. This is actually one that you're gonna be like, that's not even related, like what? But yeah, it's related. It's actually proven that if your room's clean, you're just naturally in higher spirits and you're a happier person. Even if it's just clothing, like just step by step, slowly work towards keeping your room clean and keeping it kind of not chaotic, so that your brain doesn't have to process one more thing. It's handling enough. You've got enough. Another thing is, don't freak out when you hear the word test. I know that one of the worst things that I did was expect like tests to be the end of the world before I even knew what those tests were like. I'm not saying that you shouldn't stress about tests because, you know, healthy amount of stress is good. But in reality, when it comes to tests, they tend to not be as horrifying and as life-shattering as we make them. I'm telling you, take advantage of Rate My Professor. Use Rate My Professor because Rate My Professor is an outstanding resource. Take time for yourself. I'm telling you, you know, you're always gonna be around someone, but when you do get those moments where you're alone, instead of using that time to be sad and to think on all of the sad things, which is what naturally happens, you can't help that. Instead of doing that, try to use that time to do things that make you happy personally. If it's playing a video game or if it's just go down to the library. I mean, people like underutilize the library. If you need a place like to be just in silence and to just get away, just go. I mean, you don't even have to be a reader. You can take your laptop there or you can take your phone there and just go play a game in a study room. It's okay. Like, heck, I've seen people use it just to eat lunch. So, I mean, it really doesn't matter. You do you. This is another thing I emphasized in my first video, but I feel like I need to like mention this as much as possible. Do what makes you happy. Yeah, money's important, but your happiness is gonna be what always matters. You can have all the money in the world and still be empty. And I know that you're there thinking, Tristy, you're crazy. If I had a high-paying job and I had all that money, then I'd be set. But, you know, it really isn't all it's cracked up to be. You can only buy so many things that you like. Eventually, you'll get to a point where it's like nothing has that feeling anymore. Like that excitement of like opening a new package that you bought yourself from Amazon. Like imagine that, but like every day, forever. Eventually, it gets to the point where you almost are numb to it. And I'm not saying that because I know from experience. I do not know from experience. But I trust my gut on it. Happiness will never be something that will get old or will lose its meaning. So that's why I'm here talking to a camera, because this is what I love doing. Just talking to you guys, just me and you. I guess my last point will be, don't be afraid of making mistakes. You're gonna make them, and some of them are gonna seem like the end of the world, and they're not. Your freshman year of college. Things will happen that will seem like such a big deal that you'll be laughing about just a year later. You know, I'm about 2.5 years deep into this college thing, and I'm not a genius. I don't know everything. Nobody knows everything. I'm over here like, oh, help me. But yeah. Nuggie! Ugh, Nuggie, come here. You gotta close the video with me. My sweet baby. I love this dog. There we go. Thanks for watching. Check out our channel because we're kind of funny sometimes. We post new videos every Thursday. Each week we feature a different animal shelter, and we do it in order to promote adoption as well as to raise money for those shelters. Adopt a dog. Thank you guys for watching, and see you back next week. Take care of yourselves. Bye.